Anyway, what do you do?
Scotty, let's go.
All right, let's hit it.
Let's hit it. Okay, so Scotty from the Cross. You like that name?
Nah.
All right then. Scotty from Dragonfly.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
don't know.
we'll do that.
No, what are we going to say?
Scotty from Dragonfly.
Yeah. That was a long time ago.
When did you start security?
Oh, I can't remember, man. It was.
I've
done 10 years, didn't I? I was about 28. I was 28 when I started. I was very late into it, you know.
That's late, eh?
Yeah. So, anyway, it's funny how I started, though, you know. So, some guys, remember Big Ray? And they used to come and eat at the chicken shop I was helping manage, you know. And they went off one. I only just bought into it.
Say again?
Remember Big Ray? And
after that.
What do you mean?
Chicken shop?
Yeah, there was a chicken shop down at Clavelli. I bought into it, right?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Anyway, the group of guys, Big Islander, Steve and Ray, and they come down and ate, and I didn't know the deal. They used to come and eat, and then they'd just take off, and you can get in the club whenever you wanted. Anyway, and they'd ordered, and they'd eaten, and they'd gone, I'd run out, and think, fuck is going on here? You know, I'm only a little white Aussie fella, you know. Anyhow, next time they come in, I went and put it on them, you know, like not hard, like just, boys, what are you doing anyway? And I thought I was going to get smashed, you know, because they're big boys, you know. Yeah. Anyway, and they laughed. They said, "Oh no, this old mate lets us eat. Then you can come to the club whenever you want, you know." And then eventually I got sick of the shop, and I just said to them one day, I said, "Any chance you can get me a job, you know?" And they said, "Mate, we're going to have to send you down to train. You're too little, you know."
Is that what they said?
So they sent me down to a guy at City Gym, and he put about 18 kilos on me in about 6 months, and trained really hard. And then I started at Dragonfly with them, and then I just went from there, you know. So. Yeah, so that's how I started.
So Dragonfly was your first club?
That was my first club. I had no licence, just went in there, just used to stand on the inside door, you know.
Yeah, I remember you.
And then eventually Dave Millwood and another company took over, and then that's when they got me a licence, and that's when I went from there with other places, you know. So
I always remember you on that door. You were like a fucking door host.
Oh, it was terrible, man. You
used to stand there, and just the door used to.
Because the noise complaints every week, right? So you used to have to keep it shut as much as you could, and then some people would open it and jam it. It was a pain in the arse, you know. So
what was it like working there?
It was pretty fun, you know what I mean? Like, that was when clubs were good, you know. Like, they were real good, man, you know what I mean? And it was a place to be, I think, at the time. Yeah, so it was always busy, you know, like heaps of chicks.
So what year was that you started there?
I don't know, man. It must have been...
2005?
Yeah, it'd be something like that. Yeah, 2005. I remember for 10 years probably I worked like that, you know. So, anyway.
Did you know who had the club when you started, or you didn't?
No,
really
I didn't know. I didn't really know much about that life, to be honest. You know what I mean?
So who got you the job there?
So Steve and Ray, another fella, Mike, Big Mike, and so they were doing the security there with no licence kind of thing. Yeah. I don't know whose master licence they were using, you know. It was a lot more laid back in the day. Remember that? Yeah, they never used to have master licence and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, so they got me the job, and then they all walked out one night because they wanted more pay, and that's when the security company come along. That's it, and then I got a security licence after that. You know what I mean? So.
How long did you work there without a licence for?
Oh, good 6 months or something, a year, you know what I mean? So, yeah. So
you didn't have to get introduced to any of them? Like John didn't say to you who you when you first...
No. I'll tell you what happened. I was training at City Gym one day, and the guy down there was training me, and he knew John. He said, "Oh, that's your..." Anyway, and he could see I was putting on a little bit, and John even laughed and said, "Make sure you put more size on him, you know what I mean? He's too little for the..." You know what I mean? And then eventually I went from, I went up to like 80 kilos, but I was fit, man. You know what I mean? Like nothing like I look now. I was fucking fit and hard, you know. Yeah. So he done well, the bloke. Like, but he used to just flog the shit out of me, you know. Like one more rep would turn into 20, you know. Yeah. Like anyway, but yeah, it was good, you know. So.
You like working at the Cross? Was that the only venue you did at the Cross?
No, so then I went there. Then I went to Piano Room for a little while.
That's right.
Yeah, up to Piano Room, and then obviously I left there. I think we kicked out the Socceroos one night. It was a bit of a drama, and then we got the boot from there, and then I went over to work with you at Havana for a little while.
Yeah, and then you went beaches.
And then I went to a place called Beach House, and that was the most fun venue I've ever worked at in my life, man. Yeah, it was cool. The two owners were real cool, and I could just do what I wanted there. It was mad, you know. So anyway, that was probably the most fun venue I worked at, you know, in the way of relaxed and good, you know what I mean? Like nice, easy crowd, you know what I mean? Like just fun, you know what I mean? Like just a fun place, you know. So.
Any incidents though? What's your worst incident that you've come across?
The worst incident?
Yeah, that you've come across in the years.
Oh, mate, just I don't know, is it hard? You'd always have to be on your toes, didn't you? You know what I mean? Like cars would always drive past, and there was one night there, I'll give you an example, another guy bought into the beach house, and he kicked these two guys out, and obviously they were affiliated with a bikie gang, and then so during the week I got a call off a guy, and I think he's passed now, but he rang me and said, I know you didn't do anything wrong, because I kept saying to the boys, I said, listen, there with someone don't. Yeah. We're not going to punch on. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I said, just grab them, we just lock them up, walk them across the road, because the owner had done the wrong thing and tried to hit it. You know what I mean? Like, anyway, so then this guy said to me, I think it was Little Owl, and he said, I appreciate you. Yeah, he said, I appreciate you not punch, because they're only little guys, but obviously affiliated in some way, shape or form, and anyway, and he said, mate, they're going to come apart. They want this other guy, I won't say it. Anyway, and so I said, fuck, every night, man, they'd drive past, like, and I'd send the door host girl, I'd send everyone in, I'd just send them away from the door, you know what I mean? Because I could see, because at that time you'd turn down off the cross, and then you'd drive down. It was a little lane. It was a little lane, bro. So I'd just stand there, and he did say to me, he said, don't be standing at the door with this one guy,
Otherwise you're going to get
in. Otherwise I'll probably, get caught in whatever. But I don't know, man. I didn't delve into it as deep as you. You know what I mean? So I probably had a pretty cruise. I was always the littlest guy on the door, So you blokes done it more. You know what I mean? Like,
but you would have seen, like, I remember a lot of shit they used to have, and even the fucking Dragonfly, especially the shit they used to go down there. People used to come in.
Oh, mate.
Sunday nights, Saturday, even Sunday nights, fucking hell, they were all pissed because they carry on from the Saturday.
Yeah.
A lot of the footy players used to come down like fuckwits, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, I think I lost respect for a lot of the footy players, to be fair, because they were to be honest, a lot of them, and I've seen the news that get a bad rap, they were the most respectful towards me. And some of the other ones you think, and they'd just be morons,
Well, that's why I said I used to say on my podcast earlier, I think it was season 2, that I said we used to get the West Tigers into piano room every Sunday night. And they were fucking dickheads.
Yeah, mate. I remember. And I think being a New South Wales supporter, there was one time at the beach house, this chick in a yellow dress got Mitchell Pearce kicked off the team, and then we finally won you know what I mean? And I thought, fucking, we used to share our drinks every week after that, you know what I mean? Because he to be fair, he used to carry on like a pork chop, try and get in the last 2 or 3 minutes of the night. And, But there was endless. I could name 10 of them that were very respectful of me, you know what I mean? Because you just stand your ground, don't you? At the end of the day, they're no one special, no one different to anyone else, So they want to have a good time, I guess, and they want to do it quietly, So anyway, but you I reckon, obviously you saw the heavier stuff than me, But that that them few weeks of them guys driving past, I thought at any one time I could cop a, you know what I mean? They drive past real slow windows out and. It was they were giving me the nod to, you know what I mean? Like, we're not going to pop you, but we're going to, you know what I mean? Like, if old mate's out there, you know what I mean? Like, but I couldn't, that was declared my door, right? Because I was only, like, it was four or five guards in there. So I couldn't walk away from that door. Otherwise, you know what I mean? You think you can't walk away from that door. You know what it's like. So I'd send the other guard inside because it was cement, walk up the stairs, and I'd send the door host, the girl inside because she was a lovely girl at the time, and I'd just send them in there. As soon as I could see the car turning down, you know what I mean? Like, because, like, no one, you know what I mean? Like, but I'd just stand there, but
hoping he doesn't.
Oh, well, $30 an hour, what do you? Like, far out. No, my luck, coffin somewhere. And, I don't know. It is what it is, but that's part of the job, wasn't it? You know what I mean? So you're there for, I don't know.
That was everywhere, though, like, you know what I mean? The only thing about, I'd say, Dragonfly, that no one ever hit Dragonfly, is it was the hardest club to do a hit on.
Yeah, it was hard, man, because it was only that one lane. Yeah. There was no real get out.
You couldn't get out.
Yeah, couldn't get out. Yeah.
So you could never touch that club.
Yeah, but, so...
Well, you would have seen some people come in there.
Oh, man, I saw some... I'll never forget, man, one night it was, was it one of them big, like from overseas, the big footy players or whatever they were, the quarterbacks or whatever. Fucking, anyway, I forget. Sorry, man, like Lennox Lewis or someone, right?
Oh,
boxer.
Yeah.
This guy and his two guys... They were that fucking big, bro. They'd have to turn sideways and put their head down to get in the door. You don't realise how big they are until they're in front of you, man. Like, and to get in the toilet, remember the two toilets at the front there? They'd have to turn sideways, bro, and lean their head to get in. That's how big these fucking dudes were, you know what I mean? Like,
you don't realise
that. So... But every other club I worked at, like, like the other ones, like piano room, a lot more laid back. And
piano room was laid back.
It was laid back, but he didn't have the headaches that you had at
that.
Beach house was pretty cool, you know what I mean? Like, he didn't have the headaches of the other type of thing to worry about. But we had some, you could go on endless amount of people you saw come and go out there, so.
Would you ever do the cross again if you could?
Oh, I don't know. It was good when you're young because it's a bit exciting, keeps you know what I mean. But you get, you know, for the money in the end, like I don't know.
I wouldn't do security now because of the cameras.
Yeah, you can't do nothing there. You can have someone hammering you, and you can't even give them a little slap. Like, not that, you know, I'm only a little bloke, you know what I mean? But, you know, one night, and the disrespect you get, you know what I mean? Like, one night this bloke come down, he was rotten, you know, and he's come down and he's up me in a suit, Melbourne Cup night, you know? And he goes, you battler, you know? And I used to work there, and I'd go home, have a shower, and I'd go to the airport. I was doing my best. I was fucking trying to survive, you know? Yeah. And I said, mate, listen, don't be disrespectful. He's in a suit, obviously, earned a lot of money, you know? He said, you're a fucking battler, you know? And I said, mate, you call me a battler one more time, and I'll slap you in the head, you know what I mean? And I was only a little fella, about 80 kilos, but I thought, fucking who's this bloke, you know? Anyway, and he said, mate, I earn this much a year and you'll only ever be a battler. And I said, yeah. So I looked up the hill and down the hill, no cops. And I just went whooshka, right? And fucking dropped him. I kid you not, he's big, like, no good slapping anyone littler than you because doesn't do anything for your heart, you know? And I dropped this motherfucker. And I'm telling you now, one left slap was a beauty. And I'm telling you now, every time he come in after that, he used to nearly kiss my feet. Do you know what I mean? And he was that respectful. But it took for that, like, okay, mate, I didn't earn as much as you, but I done 2 jobs, you know what I mean? I was just doing my best, but fuck me, people used to just look down on you, you know, so...
You didn't work at Dreamdale's? No?
I didn't, no, never. So I never done any of them strip clubs. So what did I do? I went Dragonfly, Piano Room, Trademark.
You did do Trademark?
No, Piano Room,
okay.
So Piano Room side. And then... Havana with you, and then Beach House. That was it, man. It was a pretty limited life.
You didn't like Havana, did you?
It was all right. I didn't mind it, but I don't know. It wasn't as fun as the.
It wasn't as fun as being in the cross, like Dragonfly and the clubs you done there.
You know what I mean?
Everyone was just too much off their face, and you can't really talk to anyone.
You couldn't.
Got no conversation off.
Yeah, there was nothing. The whole night was just like.
Let's look at the DJ, look at the lights.
You know, like you didn't have the fun of kind of socialising with. That was what make the night go a bit quicker.
Yeah.
You kind of just standing there waiting. Them little Asian guys are mad. They'd have all in bras. Remember that? They'd have all in bras, and you just come up right in between them and grab them all. You know. But anyway, that was a bit of a laugh, you know. And the Saturday night, everyone was just off their heads having fun, weren't they? So there's no real trouble unless, you know, like there's... Anyway, it was all a bit of fun, you know, so... But I remember one night you threw a guy down the stairs. He thought he was a bit of a machine. You threw him down the stairs. I've never seen a bloke go down so many stairs. I thought for sure he's got to have a broken neck. He bounced up and walked across the road like it was nothing, you know. And I thought, is that my luck? He rolls down the stairs, he breaks his fucking neck, and here, you know what I mean? Anyway, but I don't know. Yeah, so it was some funny times, and some one of them, I don't know, you wouldn't remember. It was 2 guys giving it to you. You wouldn't let them in. You won't remember this, and I was, for some reason, I was downstairs with you that night. And
this Havana?
Yeah. Anyway, and they were up, like they were having a real dig, and you said, so you undid the fucking bollard, and away they went. Anyway, you're down the street, and I went down the street because there's another guard down with you. I'm right behind you, right? And they've crossed the road, and they're going up the street. Anyway, and I kid you not, I just give you a little tap on the elbow just to let you know I was there, you know what I mean? Anyway, and you've spun around with this big left hook, lucky you're a bit big and slow, and I got under it, because if I didn't get under it, I reckon I would have been knocked out for a fucking week, you know. But I was only to let you know I was there, you know what I mean? Like, but oh fuck, they took off. Like the quicker you were walking, the quicker they were walking, and I was like, oh fuck, imagine that fucking hit. Imagine knocking out your own security guard. Like, what the fuck would that look like, you know? Like, I know, it was fun. I laughed because as I've ducked under it, you've laughed. You're fucking Egypt or something, you know. And I said, I'm fucking here with you. I thought, anyway, a bit of fun, you know, like just shit like that, you know, just little memories like that, man. I don't remember. It was a very, very long time ago, and a lot's happened since then, so I don't remember too much about, you know what I mean. So,
well, you didn't enjoy it, or you just don't want to remember it?
Oh, yeah, it was enjoyable, bro, but I've had a lot of shit since then, so you know what I mean? Like, it's not that I don't want to enjoy
it's just
shit.
A lot of been going on since you left.
Yeah, a lot, man, yeah.
So when did you get out? When did you get out of doing the doors?
I think... Well, that owner I was telling you about at Beach House, this other guy that bought into it, so he ended up, for some reason, after that night that you know, them guys kept driving past. For some reason, a few weeks after that, he put me upstairs, and I took that as a bit of disrespect, you know?
Yeah.
Because I thought, fucking, I fucking
stood there at the door to take a bullet for you.
I'll never fucking forget that. The night he tried to hit him, and then I've grabbed them both, because they're only little guys. I've grabbed them both, because this bloke goes, you tried to fucking hit me, and I've grabbed them both and just walked them across the road, because anyway, I could fit them both, and then I've looked back, and they weren't having a crack with me, and he's pressing the lift, because I had a lift, and pressing, trying to get back up the lift, you know what I mean? And then for 2 or 3 weeks or whatever later, you put me upstairs, you know what I mean? And I said to the guy I had the contract at the time, I said, mate, this is disrespectful, put me up here. I said, so I'm out, you know what I mean? So, and he said, can you just do another week or two for me? Just, you know yourself, you're not going to go from a fucking...
You didn't ask him why he did that? No.
You know what, mate? He did what he did.
He didn't get care.
You know what? The club didn't last much longer after that, to be fair. You know what I mean? So it was probably coming to the end of whatever was going on.
Because I remember you used to enjoy being on there, because I used to say to you, like...
Mate, it was a fucking it was a good
I used to come down with Lincoln sometimes.
Yeah. It was a mad place to work, that place, you know, when it was all good, you know, so... But and that was it. I never done another. I had a second job, you know, as you know, for 2 or 3 years I was a baggage handler at the airport as well. So I used to go from that work, go home, have a shower, get changed, and go straight to the other job, you know. Yeah. So, and I'd done that for 2 or 3 years as well, you know. So
what year was that you finished there? About what?
Mate, about 2015. I probably finished up in because then I got as you know I got arrested in 2016 so I was probably finished for probably a year, you know what I mean? And then, so that's when things changed a little bit, you know. So,
definitely changed.
So
anyway, now you've brought it up, you might as well you don't get arrested for working in the cross or anything like that.
Mate, I think at the end of the day, long story short, I was with a girl for 4 years, you know what I mean? Obviously I wasn't an angel, you know what I mean, and I caught her cheating one day, and I give old mate a bit of a call. I give him a call, and you know, little did he know I wasn't much to worry about, but he shit himself and he didn't want to talk to her again, and so she's rang the AFP, and I didn't know this at the time. I'll get to that, but and said I was bringing in drugs, blah blah blah. Anyway, I didn't know, so I ended up catching up with old mate and give him a bit of a talking to, and then. And I ducked off over to Hawaii. Little did I know, from January to June or whatever the arrest date, I was under surveillance. And for 6 months, from January or whatever. Anyway, so, so...
You didn't know that?
Didn't know, man. In the end, you can kind of feel it, bro. You know, you can kind of feel like something's closing.
Or then
few little things
after you get told, you actually go, "Oh, fuck!"
I'm gonna tell you something funny, right? So, as you know, I moved out to Box Hill. I had 9 or 10 greyhounds in work, and one of the wire muzzles. So I went down to I bought a dog off a bloke, Martin Halloran, and it was about 15 grand. He ended up being a shitter, so I just kind of let him know that I needed another one, you know. Yeah. Anyway, so he was carrying on a bit, so I went down to take his trailer one night. You know what I mean? And anyway, I pulled this wire muzzle out because the cops, as I've driven into the car park of the dog track, the cops have raided my car, and I thought, fuck, that's strange. Fucking car park of a greyhound track, you know. And then I've pulled out one of the, probably 2 or 3 weeks later, I've pulled out one of the wire muzzles stuck under, all these wires come out. Not really being a car person, I just thought it was part of the seat. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And to be honest, mate, as I was saying to you earlier downstairs, the charges, they didn't weigh up to what was really going on. Like the raid, I think the raid was 2.8 bags of cocaine and $2,020. The charges were import and all this other rubbish with no evidence, you know. And so the car was tapped, the house was tapped, you know what I mean? And you know, you kind of, you're laying in your cell and you're thinking, fuck, that happened. Why didn't I wake up there? Or why didn't I, you know? Then I'd go and I come back from Hawaii. And I thought, oh, that was a bit strange. The phone got taken into a room, and, you know, you think... So then I go and buy a new phone, but then I got the fucking phone sitting in the middle of the car while I'm... fuck. I think I said, fuck these AFP or something like that, you know? And the car said... And then, you know, that's all in your brief. You get this brief, and then you look at it, and you lay there and think, fuck, you know, like... Yeah, so anyway, it's you got a lot of time to think in there, obviously, you know. So
go back to what? So you were baggage handler, right?
Yeah.
So what?
Yeah.
So what was the allegations that you were doing?
So what actually happened? They pin these big charges on you, bro, hoping you shit yourself or whatever. But they had me down as fucking importing fucking quantities of cocaine and proceeds of crime. At the time, I had a real successful stud dog, and he was making minimum $5,000 a week. So that was just churning my account up to. Anyway, so they said about 130 grand going in my account. Blah blah. There was no evidence. There was no, as you know, people have been done there before, walking it out and all that sort of shit. So there was none of that. So in the end, you know, how it come out, it was the ex-girlfriend was my mum. She'd actually, while I was, mum and dad got me bail, you know what I mean? And then I had to, bail conditions, had to move to casino and up with them, and she was going to come and visit. And my mum had said to me, Mum said, oh, you do know that it was her that, you know what I mean? And during court, trying to get me bail, you know, under her breath, she was like, oh, what the fuck have I done? You know what I mean? And Mum was like, what did you just say? You know what I mean? So maybe she's rang the AFP thinking, oh, I'll get him in a little bit of trouble for scaring that guy or whatever, not realising he's going to end up in jail and fucking... Mate, I was sitting there for a month and trying to get bail on $800K bail for fucking 2.8 bags of cocaine and $2,020, you know? Like, all of these massive allegations with no fucking evidence whatsoever.
No proof at all?
No proof at all, bro. Not one... You know, there's 50 million... Anyone work with me at the airport, you can bring anyone here... I'd do a shift at the nightclub, mate. I'd be asleep on that fucking belt waiting for the next flight to come down, you know what I mean? Or I'd be at the Bay 10 caravan getting food, you know what I mean?
But they wouldn't have seen that on foot. They wouldn't ask for footage or anything like that.
Mate, there's 50 million cameras out there. Surely you would have saw me walk 1 or 2 bags or something. There was not one bit of evidence for that. Even the judge, Mum said, even the judge had given me bail. She was looking. She goes, this doesn't make sense. You've got $2,020 and 2.8 bags of cocaine. She said, none of this makes sense. She said to the DPP guy, you know. She said, you're going to have to come up with a lot more to even get this, like, to keep this guy on these charges. He goes, oh, we've got more. Well, it's just a big bluff period, man. You know what I mean? Like, they put these ridiculous big charges on you, bro. What was another charge for ringing that guy about the dog, using a phone to make, using a carriage service to make a threat, you know, shit like that. 52 charges, man. In the end, the phone taps, right? The phone taps 30.8 grams of cocaine. I don't want to sound, this is why I think I done time, because I didn't sound regretful in the court, but 30.8 grams, fucking seriously? Like, you know, over 6 months, bro. Over 6 fucking months, you know what I mean? This is investigation for 6 months.
It's like you said,
that's a weekend. That's a weekend for most people, right? 30.8 grams over 6 fucking months, you know what I mean? Like, anyway, I'm thinking... First time, I didn't know, you know what I mean? I didn't really know much about the court process and all that. I've lost respect for it now since this, you know. But and the lawyer I had, I don't know, she was only steady, you know. I think I had to ring her 15 days before the court date because I hadn't even heard from her. And I said, what are we doing? Like, well, you know, she just took it as if I was going to get away with it, you know, as I was going to get a ICO or something, you know what I mean? And she goes, oh, anyway, the day before court, and, you know, they're ringing all me references and all that, and it was a fucking joke, mate. They were completely unprepared, you know what I mean? And I'll never forget, I had a meeting with her before I went to, before we went up into court. She goes, this will be a walk in and out ICO in 2 hours. I went, oh, I'm mad. And she goes, if you hear him getting the cuffs ready behind you, you know you're going anyway. So things didn't go real good at court because fucking for some reason they put me on the fucking stand. Why would you put me on the stand for 30.8? You know what I mean? And I'm a bit nervous person, as you know, and I don't know, maybe I didn't sound regretful or whatever for my actions, or, you know, 30.8 fucking grams. What do you do, right? Anyway, 6 months, bro.
I bet that's how you were talking. That's how you were talking.
I was just trying to be straight. Like, fuck. Anyway, so I could hear the cuffs getting ready behind me. And I looked at her and I'm shaking my fucking head because I'd give my endless amounts of money, you know what I mean? Thinking, I'll give you 30 grand for sentencing, I'll give you this and this, you know. You said this has fallen away to shit. We took an early guilty plea of 30.8 grams because there was no other evidence. She wanted to take an early guilty plea for 45. I said, listen here, mate. I said, the phone taps here are hit me for gram. I said, this bit here says I only sell one bloke. I said, I only sell 0.8s.
Yeah.
I said, so divide that fucking 42 and it come down to 30 points. She goes, oh, why did I think of that? I thought, fuck, maybe I should be represent myself. I thought I should be representing myself, you know what I mean? So that's how it got down to the 30.8, you know? And anyway, and I could hear him getting the cuffs ready. And right at the very end, because the little girl that was the other for the cops, she fucking was trying to nail me for how did you get the drugs into the air? Like, as if I'm going to bring fucking 30.8 grams over from overseas, you know what I mean? Like, so I think that's what the play was, trying to get me for being a baggage handler or whatever, you know? Anyway, so they adjourned it to Lismore. So they didn't take me that day. Anyway, and then as I walked out, I was fucking fuming because I said, you've an hour or two ago you're telling me I'm fucking walking in and out of ICO in 2 hours. I said, I heard him getting the cuffs ready, man. I said, I'm fucking gone, you know. Anyway, so I go back up, go back up to mum and dad's again, and I got adjourned to Lismore because I was living up around there, casino, you know. And again, they ring me that morning for money, and I said, I'm not fucking giving you any more money. I said, you've fucking already lost. I said, what do you want more money for? I said, don't even turn up. I said, you really done nothing so far, you know what I mean? I said, so just don't turn up. I'll tell him I can't afford you anymore. I said, fucking, I don't even want you there, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, no, we don't walk out on our client, you know? And I said, well, fucking, you may as well not been there the whole time, you know? Anyway, again, go over to Lismore. It's going pear-shaped again. Anyway, and I could hear the old fucking judge, and I'd kind of switched off because he was rambling on and on and on, and I could hear him say something about fucking, I knew an ICO you had to get 24 months or less, and that allows you an ICO, right? First time thinking to myself, all right, surely I'll get a fucking ICO, surely, you know what I mean? Like, it's fucking 30.8 grams over 6 months, brother. It's not one hit, you know what I mean? Anyway, so then he's rambling on, and then he goes, and I've decided to give him 26 months, and so therefore he's not eligible for an ICO because he doesn't want to cooperate with the police, maybe through retribution. He doesn't sound like he's regretful, blah, blah. Anyway, and I just fucking shook me. I tried to speak like he's the principal. He goes, he's the principal of this, you know, like, because one of my other little mates I used to get some, he got done as well, and you know, he's a principal. I thought, what the fuck is the principal of 30.8 grams? You know what I mean? It's not like, anyway, so then I just looked over and the person was waiting, the corrections officer's waiting. So I thought, fucking, hopefully he wraps this up so I can get the fuck downstairs. You know what I mean? Because I was over it by then. Like, rambles on and on and on. Why he's sentencing me? You know what I mean? Like, just let it. Anyway, so I walked down. I could hear me poor old mum. She's a lovely lady, you know. I never done nothing wrong in her life. She's crying, you know. And I go downstairs and you're in the handcuffs and they take the suit off you and they give you the fucking greens, you know. And then I got the fucking lawyer comes down, the young fellow comes down. He says, oh, you're so lucky, mate. You're so lucky. And I'm fucking sitting in the handcuffs, and I thought, is this bloke for fucking real? I've just done about 80 grand. I'm lucky, and I'm down here, right? And in my head, I'm thinking, I couldn't remember whether it was. I honestly couldn't remember how long I got because I could remember hearing 3 years, and I could remember hearing 26 months. So I wasn't eligible. So I didn't know how fucking long I got. Right? I was just thinking, all right, I'm fucking got. Anyway, so he goes, man, you could have got 10 years. And I'll never forget, bro, there was a little fly or a mosquito flying around. I hit the fucking screen like to get... I said, you think I'm a dumb cunt? I said, you get 10 years for kilos, not fucking grams. I said, appeal fucking straight away. I said, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? You know what I mean? Like, anyway, and these guys meant to be a reputable firm, you know what I mean? Like, and maybe I was a no-name, so they didn't really give a fuck, you know what I mean? But... anyway, I got to jail, sat in the holding cells in Lismore for
What was your thoughts about as you were going to the jail? What was going through your fucking head? Didn't
really think much, man.
You were just in a fucking...
You know what are you going to do? Sit there and cry? Like, you know what I mean? Probably my own stupid actions put myself there, you know? If I just let the girl go, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, realistically, you know, like... You know, had I not fucking ring
I remember you always being hot-headed.
Yeah, you remember that? Like, so realistically, look, put everything aside that she done what she done. If I hadn't have carried on a little bit, maybe it never would have happened. I don't know, but you know where life takes you. These things happen, you know. So I'll never forget, man. I was in the holding cells at Lismore with this tatted up guy, and he'd got done for a hydro, and I thought, oh. Well, and I was in pretty good shape, and I didn't really. I thought, oh, I'll be all right, you know what I mean. I think the days in security kind of help you, you know. Anyway, when we got there. I'm sitting in the lady, someone interviews you, make sure you're not fucking shitting yourself and carrying on. And she goes, you're pretty calm. I said, what do you want me to do? You want me to fucking sit here and cry? Or, you know what I mean? She goes, is this your second or third time? I said, no, first time. She goes, holy fuck, he didn't miss you. She goes, I've had blokes get less time than this for fucking, you know what I mean? And I thought, oh, here we go, man. I had people in there laughing how much time I got. So 26 months on the top. In the end, and I think he gave me about 18 months on the bottom, do you know what I mean? And for, mate, 30.8 grams, first ever offence in my life at 38 years of age, you know what I mean? Anyway, so...
And have you got a clean record before that?
Nothing, bro. Not one charge, not nothing, not
really?
one fucking thing, right? Can you believe it? Can you not you know what I mean? And anyway, so I was probably half in shock, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, so I go through and I'll never forget the tattooed up guy must have fell apart in there because they send you through this little fucking, I don't know, they interview you or whatever, you know? Anyway, so it goes into the main bit and then fucking, oh, mate, this fucking bloke was missing and he fell apart and he fucking must have been shitting himself. They put him in a padded room and all that, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, so, but I don't know, man, it is what it is, you know? So, as I said to you downstairs, I got there and then you just go into the mode then, you're there, aren't you? You kind of, it's repetition, jail, like you get locked up, you get let out, you walk around the yard a little bit, you know what I mean? And I was sitting there one day, I never forget, you used to do laps, they call it laps, you know, get someone, you just do laps over yard, and I'm sitting there, this bloke kept coming up, fuck, have you been in Cessnock? Have you been in Cessnock? I said, no. I thought, oh, fucking, here we go, all right, I've got to have a dig here, you know, because I thought to myself, I'll make a mark early, you know, like, anyway, and, oh, fucking, you look familiar, and I thought, fucking, and I left my hometown casino when I was 18, right, I hadn't been back, anyway, I had a few young school friends and all that, you know, real close mates and that, you know, and this bloke kept coming up, and I thought, fuck, I'm going to have to crack on with this bloke as soon as he comes up, you know what I mean? And then we went inside, so then we done a muster, went inside, and I'm laying there thinking, fuck, that bloke looks like Mikey Hobbs is one of my closest friends, and we used to go out to this bloke's fucking dad's farm, this guy and ride motorbikes and that, and when we got let back out, I yelled out and said, you're Mikey Hobbs' cousin. He said, fuck, I knew you. Anyways, it's just a funny place where you're running into people again, mate. I hadn't seen him for 20, since I was like 18 or younger, mate, you know what I mean? Anyway, so he's come running up and shaking my hand, and he's taking me over this another bloke from casino, you know, and he said, this is the fucking baker's son. He goes, what are you fucking doing in here? I said, oh, don't ask, bro. You know? Anyway, then I'm telling them, they're laughing. They're going, how the fuck did you get that much for this? You know what I mean? And no one could believe it, bro. People were rolling around. They said, we're not laughing at you. They were just laughing at
the system.
Yeah. Anyway, and then I finally got hold of Mum on the phone because a couple of days and your phone kicks in jail, and I said, make sure you sack them fucking people, they're useless. I said, because I think I'd...
Did your mum ever come visit you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, look, my mum, my family, very, very, very quiet people, mate, and probably hurt them more than it hurt me, you know. My mum and sister come to the Grafton, there's an old Grafton now, there's a new one now, you know. Anyway, and I said to them, my sister, don't ever bring me nephews there, you know, to that, because you used to have to walk in this fucking zipped up fucking like you're a fucking Con Air or something, you know what I mean? Anyway, so they come and visit me, you know, and I said, just don't think you got to come all the time, you know. And I'd left money, so just make sure there's money so I can get some buy-up, so I'm comfortable, you know, so you get deodorant and shit like that, you know, so you're comfortable, you know, moisturiser cream, all that sort of shit, you know. And then 4 weeks later, I got sent out to fucking, I think they classify out to Glen Innes. And, mate, funny story out there. Like, I think straight away I got sent up to A unit in Glen Innes, and there's a guy on the wall there, Jamie, and he used to come to Beechaston all the time. He's done what he wanted, you know, and I hadn't seen him for 2 or 3 years. And I thought, man, fuck, I know this bloke. And he'd walk, they were all at work. So we got there when everyone's at work, and anyway, big hooter goes off, you know, they finish work and they come back, and he looked at me, he goes, where do I know you from? I said, oh, Beach House front door. He said, fucking Scotty. Anyway, so he's bought me up a carton of eggs and fucking TV, and you know what I mean? Like, I've got there with nothing, man. I got there with just the fucking greens I had, and they give you a little laundry bag, you know. Anyway, so then we go down for a muster. Anyway, they fucking muster off, come back up, and I'm unpacking me, fucking trying to make myself fucking as nice as I could for myself, you know. Next one I hear, where's Scotty? And I thought, oh, fuck, here we go. Anyway, walks out, and another guy, Slav, and I think you probably remember, he's got this big fucking box for me, man, with tunas and in jail tunas, you fucking what you eat, mate. I hadn't had a can of tuna ever in my life. And now I love it. I'll sit there now and have a can. I'll sit there now. I'm not kidding you. I'll have a serena tuna and rice for dinner, and people look at me like I'm fucked, you know.
You can actually, you know what's funny? You can notice people who actually been inside because that's how they eat.
Okay, a week or two after I got out, I went to the supermarket and I got a heap of serena tunas and fucking rice, and a bloke laughed, you know what I mean? And he said, I just got out. I just couldn't break the habit. It was just, it was a good filling meal, and I liked it. Yeah. But I was very lucky, man. Like Slaven bought me up a stack of food, eggs, tuna, fucking whatever I wanted. He said, you got a doona, because it's a cold prick of a place, Glen Innes, man, you know what I mean? He went and got me a doona, so that afternoon, man, I had everything. I had TV, doona, fucking everything, you know, and then Slav got me training. They have these little gym bits there, you know. And I'll never forget, I kept saying to Slav, there's another guy walking around, bigger guy, he's a bit out of condition. I said, but grey, beard, and you know what I mean? I remember him doing security years ago, and for King's Cross Hotel, but he was a fit man. And I said to Slav, I said, fuck, I know that bloke. But in jail, you don't walk up, you know what I mean? Oh, fucking, because I didn't want to be like that. I never wanted to be, I just wanted to do my own time, you know what I mean? And anyway, and then we're training one day, and Slav said, hey, Rob, he said, you ever do security? And Rob didn't even answer him. He just looked at me and he goes, I fucking knew it was you. I fucking knew it was you. He come over and shook my hand. So mate, to be honest, Glenn, in this, although it was time, you know what I mean? It was probably easy time for me, you know what I mean?
It probably made the time go quicker because you knew people.
Well, you know, they come and go, but, you know, Slav got out on work release and Jamie got out probably, I think, in December or something. So I was stuck. I didn't get out till like October or something like that, you know. And my old man was a smart ass. I think I remember the morning I was getting out because the last week goes like a fucking year, you know. And then I said, make sure you're here at fucking 8. You know, I can make sure you're fucking here in the morning anyway. And you could see, I'm looking up at the road and I went, where is he, so? And he goes, no, Mum and I are going to leave you there for embarrassing us, you know, because I was the only one. You know, when I got, keep in mind, man, when I got bail, I had to report the casino police station every fucking day. Like, the whole town knew about this, man. This casino's a small town, bro. The whole fucking town. Like, one of the highway patrol officers said to my brother-in-law, he said, fucking, you know, your brother-in-law's fucking on some massive charges, blah, blah, you know what I mean? Yeah. And every day I'd go in there and report. You couldn't forget one day, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, you between 8 and 8, you'd have to go and report. And I'll never forget, I went in there and I just go in and fucking report. And this one copper, Sheila, she said to me, you are nothing like what we pictured. I said, what do you mean? She goes, the two AFP officers come up here and they sat us in the room and they basically talked down to us like all pieces of shit. They wanted us to pull your car apart. They wanted us to fucking leave on the side of the road with the fucking, do you know what I mean, like your car pulled apart. They wanted us to harass you. And she said, we all made a decision because they talked to us like shit. We left you alone. She said, you're the worst drug dealer I've ever seen. I said, what do you mean? She goes, well, you got no drugs and no money. You know what I mean? I said, thank you. I said, fuck it. You know what I mean? So, but, you know, it is what it is, man. It's a life experience.
It's a pain in the ass going there, though, every day.
Every fucking day, bro. I nearly forgot one day and I got there like 10 days. Yeah. And if you forget, you know yourself, bro, you're fucking, you know what I mean? That's it. You've breached it. I remember
I was standing to St. Mary's every day.
Yeah.
And I went to Gold Coast. And I remember I rang him up and I thought, fuck, I'm going to see if I can get off of it. You know what I mean? I don't want to get a flight back. And I had to sign in that day. I knew it. I had to sign in. But I ring up and maybe they'll be just nice to me because I'm with my kids. And they turned around and says, no, Mr. Cummins, we want you back. We will give you 2 hours on top of what you're supposed to. After that time, you're late.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
And I fucking had to fly back so fucking quick to get that.
Yeah,
they didn't give a shit.
Nah, they don't give a fuck. They kind of look down on you too, don't they? You know what I mean? Like, you know, you're some sort of grub or whatever, you know, which is, it is what it is, you know. That's the thing, mate, you know. So, but anyway, it's fucking life experience, isn't it, you know?
Fucking hell.
Anyway, but
did you lose your job there? At the airport?
Fucking oath, yeah. So basically, within them charges, you lose your ASIC, the thing that you need, and you can never work there ever again, basically. I don't know whether maybe told Anata needed it, maybe told Anata got the AFP to fucking get rid of me too because I was so lazy, you know what I mean? Like, if I wasn't asleep, I was eating, you know what I mean? But
didn't anyone come through as like a to be a witness or to see, like, mate, this is just not like a character reference to say, like, this is not like Scotty to do something like this?
No one really. Everyone just goes into their own shell. I think they probably all go out there and fucking, you know what I mean?
So they had no footage at all from...
Nothing, bro. There wasn't one bit of evidence.
So it's just an allegation?
There was no drugs. There was no fucking money. There was no... You know what I mean? In these imports, you find kilos or you find 200,000 or you find... You know what I mean? Like,
so they had nothing but an allegation?
Bro, they didn't even find the fucking... Like the stud dog, I declared him tax-wise. That's where the money, 130. Do you know what I mean? Like, they didn't in my court. They didn't even count the stud dog. Do you know what I mean? They just made me out some sort of fucking monster. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there was not one allegation that there was that I walked a bag. Wouldn't you see me walk a bag out? Or wouldn't you see me?
Didn't your solicitor try and say, show us, bring forward the person who's allegating this? Like,
no, because it had already broken down. Then it went away from the import. So after they couldn't prove the import. you take an early guilty plea to 30.8 grams, right? Because they know they can't get you on the import because there's no evidence. There's no evidence. So it then goes out of the federal court into the fucking normal court.
Yeah.
And then you're
just going to get you on what they can.
Yeah, they're going to get you on what they can. So they just say to you, they say, all right, we're going to get you on this now. You know what I mean? Like, because I'll be honest with you, John Corn sat me down, man. You know what I mean? A week out when I got bail, fucking $800K bail, right? You know what I mean? Like, what a joke, you know, for fucking 2.8s and $2,020, just in surety, not like two houses, you know. And John Corn said to me, he said, Scotty, I'm going to tell you something. He said, you're going to have to do some time. He said, you don't want to hear this. He said, but you're going to have to do some time. He said, because they've surveilled you for 6 months. He said, this would have cost them $250,000. He said, as much as we fight, he said, you're going to have to do some time. Do you know what I mean? And in my head then, I'm not joking, bro, I was on bail for a year. In my head, I thought, all right, I'm going to have to go. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like just going and getting the other way. Like, maybe I shouldn't have got bail. Maybe I should have just got it the other way. And then when I went to court, you know, but it is what it is. Your family want to get you out, mate. You know what I mean?
But it's funny how, like, I know they've got you on a small drug charge, but the thing is, they've asked for $800K on top, yet they get me for a massive charge of putting it on someone for getting $500K, Australia's Most Wanted, and it wouldn't make me walk.
Yeah, but AFP, bro, AFP got endless amount of money apparently. Like AFP, they're out of control. They do what the fuck they want. Do you know what I mean? Like realistically, their fucking job should have rolled, brother. You know what I mean? Like, you've put this bloke on fucking 6 months surveillance,
Did
right?
they get anything from that
and you found 30.8 fucking grand. Like, that's it, bro. Seriously, man. That is fucking it. Every fucking bit of, like, your script's that thick, you know what I mean? Like, phone tap. Whoopee fucking do. Where is the drugs? Where's the money, bro? They went through the roof in the house. There was no fucking drugs or money. Do you know what I mean? Like, 2.8 fucking bags and $2,020. Where the fuck's the money if I'm some big... They thought I was Pablo Escobar, a little Aussie Pablo, you know what I mean? Like, where's the... And I'm half thinking to myself, where the fuck has this come? You know what I mean? Like, and it didn't... It just sprung to me that, you know, my mum doesn't really say anything bad about anyone, but when she alerted me to my ex, the girl come to see me, and then I said, you can't be here, man. Do you know what I mean?
You've never
like,
confronted your ex apart?
I didn't mean, you know what, at the end of the day, she done what she done, you know, like... I don't hate the person, bro,
but she fucking put you in...
Do you know what, bro? Yeah, you know, I probably
don't. I know what you're like.
Yeah, I dislike her, and I'll never talk to her again. Even if I walk past her down the street, I'd never want to talk to her again.
But she thinks you don't know.
No, well, we had a talk in the car. She denied. But my mum's not a liar, mate. You know what I mean? Like, my mum heard what she heard, you know, and yeah, you know, like maybe she didn't think I was going to get that deep into jail or whatever. Maybe she thought I was going to lose my job or be uncomfortable for a few months or whatever.
You just don't dog your partner, though.
But 4 years, man. 4 years ago, lay beside me. You know what I mean? I bought her a car, bought a set of boobs. Don't want to ramble on about it, but you know what I mean? Like, fuck, bro. 4 years. That's what you get for 4 years. You know, like.
Fuck, you know, and you weren't even making no money from bringing cocaine in.
Fucking give me some money. Fucking give me something. You know what I mean? Like, fucking hell. Anyway, but then as you know, like, because when you go to jail, so my stud dog then become like, I can't answer the calls for the stud dog, and like, mum had to try and run it, and everything just fell apart for me, mate. You know what I mean? Like the month I'm inside. So he was a bit of a business, my dog. My racing dogs, you know what I mean? Like, I had 10 dogs in work at the time. I reckon at the time I was pretty big in grain industry. I had probably 50, 60 pups. I had 2 or 3 stud dogs, you know what I mean? One was a lot better than the other 2. And, man, you know, it just basically ruined all that, you know what I mean? By the time I went to court and then I come out, and then, you know, the dogs were kind of everywhere. I had to move them all on cheap as shit, and you know, a lot less than they're worth, you know. It just ruined everything, you know what I mean? Like, it tipped everything upside down, and I'll never forget, brother, I'm not joking. You know, I left some money after the lawyers, and because the stud dog made me a good lot of money, after the lawyers' fee and everything, and I sold my car so mum and dad never had to give me any money, you know, because you hear people in jail, can you put this in, can you?
Yeah.
And I just wanted to cover myself, you know, $400 every month, you know. And, man, I walked out with about $220, you know what I mean? And I thought to myself, fuck, what now? You know what I mean? Like, I walked out, 40-year-old or something, thinking, fucking what have I done? But anyway, like, it is what it is, you know. So, it's, as I said, my own stupid fault, probably put myself there, you know. So, had I just let the girl go, maybe it never would have happened, you know what I mean? But you know what I'm like, I carry on like a pork chop sometimes.
I know what you're like.
So,
How long ago was that? Then you got out?
2016, I got arrested. Went in and I got out in October 2018, I think, you know what I mean? So late, like the 26th, I think I remember, you know what I mean? So, and then it takes you you can't get a job, bro. You can't get a fucking job with anyone. You can't even deliver fucking groceries for Coles because everything's a fucking hit. Police check.
Yeah.
You know, and it took me years and years and years to get going again. And you know, luckily, I got a few good mates I was able to lean on, and now I do a bit of punting and all that sort of thing, and I've got going a little bit again, you know. And
don't get harassed by them anymore, they haven't.
Mate, none at all. I was actually, funny enough, I thought, you know, that because someone said, oh, you know, they'll be after you now because you didn't get much time, you know, like, fuck, you still ruined me. I still walked out with fucking nothing, you know what I mean? Like, I've walked out with nothing, you know what I mean? Like, but nah, fucking, as you see, you can't go back to that job, you can't, you know what I mean? Like, that's it, man, but fuck, I've had to do some shit jobs since, you know what I mean? And you know yourself, I don't like physical work too much, but I've done some work since, you know. But but anyway, it is what it is, you know. So what can you do? But I don't know. What else? You know what it's like. They probably harass you more than they harass me, you know. Like,
well, it's not so
I'm
bad.
only a little Aussie battler, to be honest with you. You know, so. Anyway,
I'm not the importer.
Give me one or two of them fucking things now. Fucking hell, but you know yourself, mate. Like it's a fucking hard game, you know. Like anyway, life in general, you know. So, but I don't know. Yeah, so strange twist in life, isn't it?
It is, bro. Very strange.
Anyway, so.
Oh well, that's good. But yeah, you're doing all right now. All good.
I'm doing all right, man. Yeah, you know what I mean. I'm just battling away. I don't do anything special, and I don't run around. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is, you know. So, fucking every day's a good day, isn't it? You know. So what can you do? So I just put it down to a life experience. So someone laughs and said life experience. You know what I mean? Like it was fucking funny because I actually got a phone. I had a phone in there.
Yeah.
Anyway, and I messaged someone on Facebook. I said, "I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here." You know? And I laughed. And I messaged my sister happy birthday, and she said to a young fella, she said, "I don't know." He'd been in few guys from casino in that jail, and you know. And then she said to a young boy, I don't know how he messaged me at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock because you used to get locked up, locked in into your unit at 5. And he laughed. He said, don't worry about it. And fucking the endless amounts of time you used to have to hide that fucking, come up with the ideas to hide that fucking phone because they used to ramp your cell and, you know what I mean? Like, one bloke would be on a fucking AVO and he'd message his fucking, you know what I mean? Like, and then they sell it and you think, you fucking, you know what I mean? Like, you nearly bought a... It's a luxury having like a little thing like that in there, you know what I mean? Like, But anyway, man, I had minimal time compared to most people, you know what I mean? So, but I wouldn't, you know, I'm not saying I want to do it again, but I had a pretty easy jail life, to be fair. Do you know what I mean?
Like, mean if it happens again,
but you know, next time I could get sent all over New South Wales, bro. You know what I mean? Like I've heard fucking some stories, you know, that fucking seen this and seen that. You know what I mean? Like I didn't see too much at all. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, it was all right. It's fucking is what it is, you know. So. Go through the motions, you know what I mean?
Well, it's good to see you, bro.
Haven't seen you for a long time.
A long time, man. So it's been good to fucking catch up.
I hate Sydney now, man.
Yeah, I know.
It's changed. It's funny, you sit in jail and all I wanted to do, I can't wait to get back to Sydney. I want to get back to... When I got back there, I thought, I can't wait to get the fuck out. You know what I mean? Like I just... Now the Gold Coast is home for me and I love it. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot less laid back. And
it's very laid back.
Stick to myself and just do my own thing, you know what I mean? So... But anyway, so no, it's all good. But I don't know, it's crazy, you know. So, but it's funny, Joe. They send you in there as a low level fucking dealer. You can come out anything. You know what I mean? Like they think they're doing you a mischief.
Yeah.
You can meet anyone in there, bro. Yeah. You can come out You can come out an importer. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like they think they're doing you a mischief. You know what I mean? Like if they and they're fucking, it's chockers, man. It's fucking that full of fucking place. You know, like if they really knew. They give half these people ICOs, or you know what I mean? Like, but I don't know, man. It's fucking is what it is, you know. So
they don't give a fuck about ruining
I don't have any respect for the legal system. You know what I mean? Now I couldn't give. You know what I mean? Like, fuck it, you know. Like, I could have easily got an ICO. I'm not joking. I used to get out. When I got out, I'd go through the phone. I'm not joking, man. I've seen 10 or 15 fucking, you know, the news feed on fucking Facebook. 10 or 15 or more stories that more amounts getting ICOs. And I'm thinking, how the fuck did I even get time? You know what I mean? Like 30.8 grams over 6 months, brother. Come on, man. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay,
fuck. Anyway,
anyway. Well, thanks, bro.
No, my
Good
pleasure.
seeing you.
I'll see you too. Likewise.
Fucking good story.
Yeah. A funny story, isn't it?
Funny
you know?
story. Should have started it off as Scotty the Importer, not fucking Scotty the Dragonfly. Thanks, bro.
Anyway,
That's funny.
Didn't ramble on too much, did I?